Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. We have, as you saw kind of in the little intro, we have taken our windrow that we bought in the last episode and gotten all our rows done. And now we're on to baling. So we're gonna bale up all the hay, then get these off the field. Well, I suppose we could just bale them both up, then we'll get them off the field, but we are gonna have to wrap our grass bales. Not sure if we're going to take them back to the yard and then use the wrapper there, or if we'll just wrap them here in the field and go about it that way. But we are still in September. And, the days are going a little slow. Didn't want to rush things. I did a little bit of kind of digging into the loan system. So I have the enhanced loan system on. Did a little bit of digging into the loan that we would need to get a JCB fast track that has 235 horsepower, as well as a one of the, I can't think of it, the horse aggravation seeders. And we're gonna have to pull a loan for close to 350K or something like that. It's gonna be about, well, my thought was I was gonna ask you, but I wasn't sure how many years to go with. So kind of did a quick Google search because I didn't want to put like 20 years. I thought that was a bit ridiculous. I did a quick Google search and I found probably this might be more for like the United States here, but seemed like the typical tractor loan was anywhere between like 1 to 7 years. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how accurate that is. So if there's any real farmers out there that actually have loans on equipment and stuff, let me know what you do. I don't want to just keep leasing equipment because then I feel like we're kind of just leasing everything and kind of scapegoating a bit, because then we can just lease it forever or return it, whatever. I do have the lease to own mod on, but then I feel like we're gonna end up leasing it for 20 years or just never actually pay it off. I feel like the loan actually makes us a little more accountable for what we have to do. So with this, I think it was a 7-year loan on the $350-ish thousand. I think it's a 3.6 or 9% interest, which is pretty good. It was gonna be like almost $5,000 a month we were gonna have to pay. I don't know if we're gonna be able to afford that or not, because we're not really bringing in a whole lot. We might start bringing in some stuff. We are getting like eggs. We do have some of the wheat we could sell if we need to after these bales. I don't know if we'll need them all, but we could maybe sell some of these bales. We still have the whole other kind of grass field in front of the house that we can do. So we could kind of do some of the old, silage bale trick and sell a whole bunch of bales and make a bunch of money. The other thing is we maybe just don't pull the loan. I'm not sure. We'll look at it here quick after this. But if we do pull the loan, we're probably going to have to do some contract work and make sure we're selling enough actual bales and whatnot to keep up with our loan payments. We do have some lease payments already out there, so we are leasing a couple things. Like I think the straw blower, our current seeder, which we actually need to return before we rack up too much more payments. I think we got one other thing or two other things on there. and we haven't bought any other animals yet, so we need to make sure we leave enough money to, if we need to buy bales or buy feed, we need to have enough of that. Also enough just to buy seed or fertilizer. You know, the miscellaneous equipment and materials that go into farming. So we're gonna keep trudging along here. And once we're done, we will look at the loan system and what all goes into that and what we'll have to focus on. If you think, I mean, if farm equipment goes with longer loans than I'm kind of Googling, then that might not be too bad if we could pull like a 10-year loan. But I don't want to get, you know, off the rails unrealistic. And then we got all this stuff on loans for, you know, super long, and we're not worrying about it. I wouldn't mind pulling like a long loan, like a 15 or 20-year loan for, you know, if we were buying land. Like we were buying a huge plot of land, you know, a 10, 15, or 20-year loan probably wouldn't be too bad for that. But 10, 15, or 20-year loan on a tractor and a seeder seems a bit ridiculous unless we were buying $1 million tractor, you know, or 700,000 or something crazy. So we are going to wrap this up. We'll do maybe a little bit of a montage like the intro, and we'll see you here back in a minute.
You and me stuck on the ocean now, nothing but waves and this filling in. I wanna dry up, but you just keep on going, don't you? I don't even know how we got here. All my reasoning have disappeared. I wanna bury the hatchet and find the way back to our home, our home, our home. We don't have to drift inside this dome. I will not let us fade away. It's not a price I wanna pay, and it's not too late. No, we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus. You were all that I need. I feel that we can break free. We can still go back there to a place with no cares. We can turn this ship around. We can turn this ship around all the way back home. Chasing all that we do not have, chasing all that we don't have, chasing all that we do not have, all the way back home. Chasing all that we do not have, chasing all that we don't have, chasing all that we do not have. Yesterday we could be ourselves, didn't have much but nevertheless we were true to each other. But now we don't even bother. I remember you being hopeful, but the tall waves have worn us down, and slowly we are drowning. That's why you need to come with me, with me, with me. Turn around 180 degrees and cross the sea. I will not let us fade away. It's not a price I wanna pay, and it's not too late. No, we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus. You were all that I need. I feel that we can break free. We can still go back there to a place with no cares. We can turn this ship around. We can turn this ship around all the way back home. Chasing all that we do not have, chasing all that we don't have, chasing all that we do not have, all the way back home. Chasing all that we do not have, chasing all that we don't have, chasing all that we do not have, I always knew we could do so many great things. So believe in me, I believe in you, and I just feel that this will be an upswing. So hear me out. I know we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus.
And we're back. We have I think about 23 hay bales and 29 of the semi-dried grass. The hay bales came out to 4,500 liters. And the semi-dry are at 5,000. So we should have got quite a bit here. And then, like I said, we still have that other grass field that'll probably net us quite a bit too. But we're gonna run back and grab the trailer, and then we might grab that wrapper too. And we're back. We're doing, as you can see, we got the wrapper out over there on the JCB. This is the go wheel wrapper, the one that hooks up to the telehandler or a front loader. But before we got too far along, I wanted to go over kind of that loan system, which is this right here. So we don't have any current loans. We haven't paid off any loans. It kind of tells us everything we got. The loan interest rate is 3.6. I think that's something you can change in the XML, or I don't know if it changes just based on what you've done. So we can pull a max loan of 1,123,213, and the max years is 20 years. We're not going to be doing that. So I was saying we needed roughly, say, 350,000. And for a 7-year loan, that brings us out to 4,788 monthly payment. Repayment amount with interest, we want to be able to actually see that, but it looks like it's going to be 395,000 and change. So my biggest thing here would be, are we going to be able to afford 5,000 a month? If I did say something like a 10-year loan, that's 3,500. That's a little more reasonable. We probably could handle that. But I'm thinking I want to stick to 7 or less. If we went with, say, a 5-year loan, we're looking at over 6,000 a month we got to pay. Obviously, our interest goes down, and obviously, if we make a big amount of money, we could maybe pay some months up ahead and be all right, be in the green. So, looking at just kind of what I was thinking about buying is the, where is it? Right here, the JCB Fast Track, the 4220, has 235 horsepower, so it's just a hair above what we would need. I think it would work well just because it is the all-wheel drive one as well, so we'd be able to maneuver around the yard a bit better. But I think the JCB, that one would be a nice one. Obviously, if we find something on the used market that is smaller than those ones right there. Yeah, so we'd have to wait till maybe some of this clears out, see if something pops up, and we might give it a day to see if something pops up before we actually pull that loan. You know, sleep through till October. Then the cedar wise, I was looking at where to go. This one for 106. But I think if we went with this one and this, that would obviously tack. not quite 50 off the loan, but it'd be close. We could have the JCBs about 200 and say 10 or 15. Then we got what, 265, maybe a $300,000 loan roughly. That might I mean, might crank our payment down quite a bit. $4,000, that's a little more reasonable. We could probably go with that. I'd have to make sure I get the actual correct loan amount out. And make sure if we're doing any edits on the equipment, like adding a roller or taking a roller away or changing GPS or something onto there. But that's just the quick concept with what we need for a loan. Get to actually wrapping up some of this stuff. The sun time is starting to go down in the day. So we're getting kind of nice lighting on the map. It does look pretty neat this time of day. I think it gives a nice vibe to the fields. We're gonna go around and wrap these. It shouldn't take too long. Then we have the auto load trailer, so that'll fly. But I might jump this to a little bit of a time lapse just with some music, so you're not sitting here watching this thing just wrap and wrap and wrap. And we will be back. And we're back. So I'm realizing I probably should get like the more rounder bale wrap mod. Always throws me out. I know there are some mods or some bales are pretty tight like this, but it's like straight edge. I don't know, it just looks better with the more rounder. Looks a little nicer, I think. But we're gonna grab all these bales, we'll grab all the hay bales, we'll get them put away. But I think that's gonna end our video. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And let me know what you think on the loan, the years. I think we could do the 300,000 for maybe 7 years, about 4K a month. We could probably make that work, but let me know what your thoughts are and if I should go a totally different route. So thank you for watching again, and I'll catch you on the next one.